Hello, hello. On a dreary, rainy day. Nice and cool out though. Today we got us a big old four-wheel drive, well in this case six-wheel drive, semi-truck. Weighs approximately 27,000 and change. Yeah, and she is four-wheel drive, or six-wheel drive. And got her there, got a drive shaft. Yeah, six-wheel drive, that's pretty cool. I could use one of those. I've not hauled the semi before, I've hauled the big troop carriers or whatever you want to call them. But these are pretty cool, pretty easy. You gotta watch for stuff, you know, like your mirrors. Make sure your mirrors are tucked. You always gotta watch them spare tires up there. Make sure they got straps on them. It's just kind of oddities that you don't have on some of the other smaller trailers or Humvees. Do something different. I always like to kind of keep an eye on all the airlines up there, make sure they ain't flapping in the wind. You can kind of see the glad hands up there. Make sure the glad hands are where they're supposed to be. Like I said, there's those straps I was talking about. Make sure it's got the straps on that spare tire, and you can see it, the safety chain on it. Heard of guys taking off with those and not checking for that stuff, and off they come, and it'll happen if you don't look at it. So I said, tuck your mirrors. Pretty cool truck though. It's an Oshkosh. I think that'd look pretty good sitting in the driveway. Alright, time to get going. We'll catch you later. Good morning, good morning, good morning from Kentucky. Rolled in here last night. Was gonna park at the old Loves over there, but that's a crash 'em up derby place, and we just wasn't doing that. Boy, they were on suicide missions trying to get spots in there last night. I was like, good Lord. So checked the old trucker path and was like, huh, we got a truck stop across the road there. So come over here, and it used to be a truck stop, but they got a lot of parking in here. Apparently they still let guys park in here. There was a lot of trucks up in here last night, and it was all decent owner operator looking trucks. So we immediately lost our fear of being crashed into, because we ain't doing that again. The old hot rod semi rode good last night, last night, whatever you want to call it. I still think I need to sit this in the driveway, but I don't know if the wife's gonna like that. She'll come around though once she gets to drive it. Yeah, kind of a dank old dirty. Used to be a truck stop, but I tell you what, it don't even smell like pee-pee, and if everybody knows, that's a good thing. Yeah, roughly a target of 650 miles is what I want to cover today. Just waiting for the clock to come back and we can get to getting. Other than that, knock on wood, everything's going good. Probably should not have said that, but you got to roll the dice, right? All right, we'll catch you later. All right, stop for some liquid gold. TA, not too far out of Memphis. Duct safety jack. got a fuel. Got fuel for the Jenny. And went in and had me one fantastic cheeseburger. It was either really, really good or I was freaking starving. But either way, it was fantastic. Fries were perfectly crispy. Oh boy, in there you knew how to grill a cheeseburger. $19, but I had a good cheeseburger. And old girl, she's sitting there ready to go. Says, come on, fat boy, get in here, let's go. I'm going to hit my binders with a little juice here real quick, since it's been raining on us. I don't like them. Wrong door. Wrong door. Come on, rookie. Wrong door. Let's go over here. We keep the juice on this side. I don't like not moving those binders. It's rained on us 3 different times today since we left. And you tend to get a lot of crap and garbage up in these threads. Normally I use PV Blaster, but I ran into another Landstar guy when we was loading, and he was pretty new, pretty green yet. Heck of a nice guy, but he had all these nice brand new binders, all shiny. They weren't even scratched up yet, but he didn't have any juice. So like, man, you got to keep these oiled and lubed up, otherwise they get binding on you, and they like to stick on those threads, especially when wintertime comes around. You get that salt and whatnot in there, you know. But he didn't have any juice, didn't know you should lube those up, so I give him a can of PV Blaster and say, keep this on your truck so you can have it. Real nice kid though. He picked up same place. We're going to the same place, so imagine we'll see him down there sometime. So but anyhow, it's been a good ride so far. Stop every so often to do our safety checks. I really needed that cheeseburger. We like smart cheeseburgers. So anyhow, we're ready to go here. Truck's fed, I'm fed. And we got, I don't know, probably 6 hours or so left we can drive yet today, so we'll be catching you after a bit. Bye bye now. It is dark. Oh my god, what time is it? I don't know. It's, oh my god, it's early. But that's okay. We did good yesterday. We made 615 of our 650 goal. I blame Nashville. Nashville is always the devil to get through. We ended up taking scenic route through Nashville because they were creeping. They like 2 mile an hour creeping through there, and it was raining terrible. It seems like everybody in Tennessee completely loses their mind and forgets how to drive when it starts to sprinkle a little bit, let alone a good downpour. But we ended up finding a U.S. highway that goes through Nashville. Boy, we cut through there and made a good time after that. Now it's starting to load up. It's 10 o'clock. We got a little over 200 miles to the port. We'll be done with this one. Head on to the next one tomorrow. I didn't schedule it for today just because I knew I couldn't trust the folks to get us off in a timely manner. chains here. Checked them last night when we parked, but it's always a good idea to check them again. You never know. Somebody messing with your stuff overnight, you know. I've never had an issue, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Oh boy, happy joy, this fella pulled out. That is awesome. This is a newly rebuilt Pilot down here in Louisiana. Really nice Pilot, but they did not leave much room in the old alleyway for the big trucks. No alleyway, she's pretty narrow, which is alright if you drive a short wheelbase Cascadia or International, something like that. But when you get this big old long girl, then you put the big spread axle on the back, you take the country mile to turn around, it makes it a little challenging to get in and out of places sometimes. And it is humid. Good Lord. Alright, we'll catch y'all later. I got to get to getting. Bye-bye now.